Hi, this is Joe Davis with GotBaseballCards.com. I'm a lifelong sports card collector and hobby veteran for over 30 years. We are very excited to offer you this channel to provide you the finest in sports card news and entertainment. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back to Sports Cards with Joe.
And Doug.
And Doug, today we're back in the studio with exciting news. PSA has rolled back out their bulk service. They had done it very briefly as a July special, and now they have reintroduced that level. So we're going to see a lot more submissions.
I think so. I think it's a nice reduction to see them coming down in pricing. It's going to perhaps open up more people to submit more of their cards they might be sitting on a little bit.
Right.
Maybe this guy's doing that, but yeah, I think it's a very positive thing, moving in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, and we're going to touch on the huge progress PSA has made, because some of you I know say, well, what about my old orders? We're going to talk about that today as well, so just hang tight. But I want to discuss the pricing is a little more than they were doing during the July special, but this is a new permanent level from what we believe is going to happen here. So right now, through us, you can submit cards at the bulk level. The first caveat is it's only $199 a card max.
Max value.
Yeah, maximum.
After grading.
Right, yeah.
Which is kind of tough to figure out.
Exactly, exactly. So there is a limitation on this, but as far as the cost, which is I know what you want to know, we're going to be offering bulk service at $28 a card or $26 a card if you're doing 25 plus. Now, I've already received dozens of emails. You can go on PSA's website. We're going to be fully transparent. You can get that service for $22 a card. However, again, you've got to do all the paperwork. You got to ship it there. You got to pay for shipping back, and you're not getting any professional pre-screening. Our services include all of that. We review every single card if that's something you want. We review every single card for you to try to eliminate ones you shouldn't be grading in the first place. So we save customers tens of thousands of dollars. We do counterfeit, we pull out counterfeits. We've seen counterfeits in sports cards. You've seen counterfeits in Pokemon.
Absolutely. It can be anything. Usually it's the more popular and the more expensive card.
Jordan rookies and so forth.
But I see them all over the place. I see a lot of different versions of the counterfeiting. Technology nowadays, with the printing abilities of these printers, can make fake cards look really good. So sometimes it's hard to catch.
Yeah, and so we do that, and we're not perfect. There's always new technology, new things coming along. So I've missed it. We're really good at it, and we catch a ton of them. We catch most of them, but no one's perfect because technology's changing all the time.
Part of PSA's requirements also is they ask you to send a minimum number of cards to get that pricing.
Excellent point, yeah. Because if you're going direct, you got to send 25 at a time to get that pricing, as well as the shipping back and forth. So through us, if you want to send us 2 cards at 28, we'll do that for you. Now, we include free shipping back to you if you're doing 10 cards or more, and we include the free pre-screening with every card. So, again, through our services at GotBaseballCards.com, you can go through us as low as $26 a card now for up to $199 max value after grading. And people always ask us, well, what does that mean? That means if it is worth more than that, PSA will likely upcharge you at least to the next level. Like the value service level is up to $4.99 a card. So, and it could be even higher. Sometimes, put it this way, customers are never like, oh no, I got a big upcharge, because that means their card is worth dramatically more.
You pay a little more, but it's always a good sign if we see some upcharge.
Yeah, customers are very happy to hear that they owe us more, because that means their cards are going to be worth a lot more.
I know my goal is to make sure that we put it in the appropriate level, because you're going to get the cards back sooner.
Correct.
And you'll already pay that upcharge up front. But if you put it in at let's say we put some in at bulk, they come back when the bulk level comes back, which is approximately
150 days is what we're being quoted.
For bulk. When you could have sent them in at value, which another point is that we just got our first value order returned to us by PSA.
It was 90 days.
We sent that just under 3 months ago. So you would get your cards back a little sooner is the point. So
Yeah.
we try to hit the right level for your card, which includes, double checking it to make sure that it is going to grade high enough, because you get a 10 in a certain card, it's going to be one price, and you get a 9 in a certain card, it's going to be another price, and that's almost impossible to determine a 9 from a 10.
Right. And so we do all that logistic management for you. That's one of the other benefits of using our services is, we have a lot of customers, they just send us like, here's 100 cards. Help me figure out where, not only which company to go to, but which level they should go on. And so leave that work up to us. That's what we're here to do and help you with that. So those who are wondering about, well, what about my old orders? We have really good news.
Wait.
Because there's not many left. Doug did some research this morning. I'm reading, like I'm reading teleprompter here. What do we got? 10 orders left? 9 orders. We only have, we call it the backlog, which was everything prior to April 1st, 2021. We've only got 9 orders left.
9 submissions left. One of those has actually already shipped from
Okay, I see that. Another I can see is about to, stage 7 is about to ship. And then we got a few in stages 5 and 6, so they're out of grading. They're in the final stages. So really, by the end of this week, we're only going to be looking at 7 shipments left out of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of invoices that we processed back then. So very excited that they're whittling that down. The backlog.
My point was going to be that I want to thank everybody that's on any of those 9
Absolutely.
orders. We have 55 different submitters. I'm one of them. You're actually one of them.
Yeah.
But there are, and some people have double submissions, so there's probably about 40 people out there that I want to thank for their patience. I feel like PSA I wish they would recognize the fact that it's taken this long and maybe include a couple of free submission vouchers. I know, Joe.
Yeah,
I've lost my mind.
Yeah,
but
that's not going to happen. But
we really appreciate it, and we're going to do everything we can once they start coming back. Once they come back, to turn them around as we usually do.
Oh yeah,
our system is very well organized, and we really appreciate your patience. Hopefully, those will be back in the next couple of weeks.
Right.
We're already getting back some of the values that we've sent off.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed when they started lowering the prices. I haven't gotten any bulk submissions back from July. That would really annoy me.
Yeah. Yeah. Just out of principle that take care of the old stuff first.
Please.
Right. Yeah. And so, and they have been. Yeah. And so, I wish I could take a glimpse in their warehouse and see, why is this batch still not done, and why are these getting ahead of the line? And I know they've got their systems in place, and I'm just thrilled for the progress that we're almost done with the backlog, and that we are seeing that if this one value order that we just got back is an example, that they're meeting their estimates.
That is true.
That if they can start meeting the estimates, that will be a huge change, because people were tired of hearing 20-day service and it turned into 6-month service or 9-month service or whatever. If they can honor and keep and match the lead times, that will be huge. Now, talking about lead times, we can't fail to mention the fact that SGC is still just blowing it out of the water as far as turning stuff so quickly.
Those are line drives, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Those are to the wall, in the gap.
Yeah.
2 weeks, and that, roughly 2 weeks, and that includes the shipping time down there and back, which to Florida isn't quite as far as California.
Right.
But that is a pretty amazing turnaround time.
Yeah.
And SGC continues to be recognized, and we sell slabs every day. Hundreds of slabs, it seems, every day.
And I'm telling you, we're seeing more and more people, like after the mantle sale, and the fact that the 3 most expensive cards ever sold are all in SGC holders now, more and more people are like, okay, SGC is a fantastic alternative.
Definitely.
And so we're seeing large amounts of vintage especially coming in for SGC, because they're like, I can get close to, or in some cases, the same resale, especially on vintage, and the turnaround time is 2 weeks versus 3 months, 5 months, whatever,
5 months,
depending on which service they're choosing.
That's a big difference.
And you're not having the limitations for the price point, the max values either.
That's true.
So it's huge. And so, we've been telling you for a long time, SGC is a fantastic alternative. They continue to make inroads and continue to grow their customer base. One other thing I want to mention for those who are just saying, I just want the cheapest thing out there. First, let me back up. I didn't even mention SGC pricing. SGC pricing for about 2-week turnaround, we're still able to offer $27 a card is the open rate, as low as $23 a card. That's including shipping back to you if you're doing 10 cards. To get the 23 card rate, you got to be doing 50.
50 cards.
Yeah, 50 cards. And we have a lot of people giving us 50 and 100 and so forth. So, but talking about the cheapest price out there for the companies we work with is still CSG. And I had a good talk with their head of grading yesterday and about things going on there. And we are able to offer them, if you go on their website, you're going to pay $15 a card plus shipping, so forth. We can now offer CSG as low as $16 a card, including the shipping, including the pre-screening, all those services. So CSG is also doing really good volume. Of course, none of the companies doing anything like PSA is, but CSG is still doing really good volume. So if you're wanting the low price alternative for one of the companies we represent, CSG is the way to go. BGS, we've also had price drops with BGS lately. So a lot of great options out there. And so they can simply go on our website, pick your company, or as I said, we've had some just say, here's 100 cards, tell me where to go with them. I know you've had to help make some of those decisions.
Absolutely. Almost every day in retail, but we also get the same type of submissions in the mail sometimes.
Right.
So, yes, one of the many pre-screening that I do.
Yeah. And so just know that we're here to help you. It can be very confusing, and even some of the things we've talked about, you're probably like, guys, upcharges and pre-screening and bulk and whatever. There's a lot of terms we're throwing out. So understand we're here to answer those questions. We're here to, as I said, we handle logistics for grading. We've been doing it. Been in business since 1991. We've been working with PSA and SGC since 1998. That's probably about as long as any group submitter out there, if not longer. So we're here to help you. So we look forward to receiving your submissions. We have more great video content coming up in the near future to educate you on grading, how it works, what to look for, and so forth. But just know that we take it very seriously, handling your cards. Your cards from the minute they come in the door are under video surveillance from the minute they walk in the door throughout the pre-screening process on their way back out the door. So we take it very seriously, the security of your cards, the handling of your cards, and which is why we've got thousands of submitters worldwide that work with us.
And usually repeat submitters, which best sign in my mind is that we're doing a good job. Is I see the same names. Sometimes it takes a little while. They get their first order back, and then I'll start seeing more submissions from them. So we try to give you accurate information just to help you make your decisions. We're not telling you what you have to do. We're just giving you our advice.
Oh, yeah. You always have the final say. We've been overruled many times. We've had people say,
perfectly fine.
Say, you only think my cards are going to be an 8? Do them anyway. That's fine. We'll do it. And so
and some come back a 9. Sometimes we're wrong, and some may come back a 7 though. And so we don't do it to the exact science, but we try to give you an idea of what we feel.
Yeah, and we still think we offer the best bargain in the industry for the screening. There's other great group submitters out there, and we're not knocking on any of them. Understand some of them do charge you for every card they screen. Sometimes it's like $5 a card, and that's even if it's not being graded. And so, sometimes we've had customers, we've returned probably up to 100 cards at a time for free. That we didn't charge them anything. And so, we're here to help.
It adds up.
It does.
Even on a 20 card submission, if you're kicking out 5 cards, that's $5 of pre-screening that we didn't charge you for. That pays for one of the grades, one of the cards that you are having graded.
Right.
So it's definitely a value, very much one of the biggest values that we offer.
Yeah. So free pre-screening, outstanding Absolute expert service. And I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about our team, because they are so well trained and so well experienced in doing this. And so they take great pride in handling your cards. And so we're here to help you. We just wanted to communicate that and give you this brief update on the state of the graded industry. If you have questions, you can message us. You can send us emails to gotbaseballcards@gmail.com, where we answer them. Sometimes it feels like around the clock, but we answer those emails throughout the day. So we look forward to helping you as well with your graded card submissions. Understand too, we can even handle consignments for you on the back end once your cards are graded. So all that info is available on GotBaseballCards.com. So please, if you like the video, please subscribe to our channel for more great content. And we will see you next time. Signing off for Joe.
And Doug.